Keto diet, a complete list of what to eat and avoid. Benefits and risks of the diet that beginners need to know before you dive in. It's key to know the possible benefits and risks of keto. There are 3 instances where there's research to back up a ketogenic diet, including to help control type 2 diabetes, as part of epilepsy treatment, or for weight loss. In terms of diabetes, there is some promising research showing that the ketogenic diet may improve glycemic control. It may cause a reduction in A1C, a key test for diabetes that measures a person's average blood sugar control over 2 to 3 months, something that may help you reduce medication use. Because people with type 2 diabetes are at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease, there's a specific concern that the saturated fat in the diet may drive up LDL, or bad, cholesterol levels, and further increase the odds of heart problems. If you have type 2 diabetes, talk to your doctor before attempting a ketogenic diet. Full keto diet food list. Here are the foods that you can eat on a ketogenic diet. 1. Meat. Unprocessed meats are low-carb and keto-friendly, and organic and grass-fed meat might be even healthier. But remember that keto is a higher-fat diet, not high in protein, so you don't need huge amounts of meat. Excess protein, over 2.0 grams per kilogram of reference body weight, can be converted to glucose, which could make it harder for some people to get into ketosis, especially when starting out and with high levels of insulin resistance. 2. Fish and seafood. These are all good, especially fatty fish like salmon. If you have concerns about mercury or other toxins, consider eating more of the smaller fish like sardines, mackerel, and herring. If you can find wild-caught fish, that's probably the best. Avoid breading, as it contains carbs. 3. Eggs. Eat them any way you want, e.g. boiled, fried in butter, scrambled or as omelets. Buying organic or pastured eggs might be the healthiest option, although we do not have scientific studies to prove better health. How many eggs can you eat, considering cholesterol? Our advice is no more than 36 eggs per day. But feel free to eat fewer if you prefer. 4. Natural fat. High-fat sauces. Most of the calories on a keto diet should come from fat. You'll likely get much of it from natural sources like meat, fish, eggs, and other sources. But also use fat in cooking, like butter or coconut oil, and feel free to add plenty of olive oil to salads and vegetables. You can also eat delicious high-fat sauces, including béarnaise sauce, garlic butter, and others recipes. Remember, fat helps you feel full and adds flavor to food. Don't use more than you want or need, but don't fear fat. 5. Vegetables growing above ground. Fresh or frozen, either is fine. Choose vegetables growing above ground, especially leafy and green items. Favorites include cauliflower, cabbage, avocado, broccoli, and zucchini. Vegetables are a tasty way to eat good fat on keto. Fry them in butter and pour plenty of olive oil on your salad. Some even think of vegetables as a fat delivery system. They also add more variety, flavor, and color to your keto meals. Many people end up eating more vegetables than before when starting keto, as veggies replace the pasta, rice, potatoes, and other starches. It's even possible to eat a vegetarian or vegan keto diet. 6. High-fat dairy. Butter is good, high-fat cheese is fine, and heavy cream is great for cooking. Avoid drinking milk as the milk sugar quickly adds up. 1 glass equals 15 grams of carbs, but you can use it sparingly in your coffee. What does sparingly mean? That depends on how many cups per day you drink. We recommend 1 cup with just a splash, about a tablespoon max. But even better is to do away with the milk completely. Also avoid low-fat yogurts, especially as they often contain lots of added sugars. Finally, be aware that regularly snacking on cheese when you're not hungry is a common mistake that can slow weight loss. 7. Nuts can be had in moderation, but be careful when using nuts as snacks, as it's very easy to eat far more than you need to feel satisfied. Also, be aware that cashews are relatively high carb. Choose macadamia or pecan nuts instead, or check out our full keto nuts guide. How much is too much? That depends on your weight loss progress and the rest of your carb intake. As a general rule, try to limit nut intake to less than 1/2 cup per day, around 50 grams. 8. Berries. A moderate amount is okay on keto, perhaps with real whipping cream, a popular keto dessert. Full fruits and berries guide. High carb foods to avoid. 1. Sugar. This is the big no-no. Cut out all soft drinks, fruit juice, sports drinks and vitamin water. These are all sugar water. Avoid sweets, candy, cakes, cookies, chocolate bars, donuts, frozen treats, and breakfast cereals. Read labels for hidden sugars, especially in sauces, condiments, drinks, dressings and packaged goods. Honey, maple syrup, and agave are also sugars. Ideally, try to avoid or limit artificial sweeteners as well. 2. Starch, bread, pasta, rice, potatoes including sweet potatoes, French fries, potato chips, porridge, muesli and so on. Avoid whole grain products as well. Legumes, such as beans and lentils, are high in carbs too. Small amounts of certain root vegetables other than potatoes and sweet potatoes may be okay, but be careful as the carbs can quickly add up. Note that there are many good potential replacements for these foods that work on a keto diet. Here are a few of them: keto bread, keto pasta, keto rice, keto porridge. 3. Beer, liquid bread, full of rapidly absorbed carbs. But there are a few lower carb beers. 4. Fruit, very sweet, lots of sugar, eat once in a while perhaps. Treat fruit as a natural form of candy. In short, don't replace high-carb junk with heavily processed keto products. If you want a treat, make a low-carb version of a dessert or treat yourself, using our dessert or treat guide. You will likely have more lifelong success on the keto diet if you adapt your palate so that you no longer want, need, or crave these sorts of foods. Beware of labels that say net carbs. That might sometimes be a form of creative marketing to hide the true carb content. Focus on eating good quality, minimally processed real food. Ideally, the food you buy shouldn't even have a list of ingredients, or it should be very short. Thank you very much for listening. A like is always appreciated, and remember to subscribe for more health videos. I wish you great health, wealth and happiness.